Hello and welcome to this final video in our CES series covering the consumer electronics space. My name's David Watkins and I'm joined by my colleagues Eric Smith, Mike Goodman and Nitesh Patel. We're all fresh back from Las Vegas and hopefully fully recovered from what was a very, very busy week. So CES always does a great job at setting the stage for what's to come, not only this year, but also gives a glimpse into the future and the technologies that may well disrupt existing markets or even create brand new categories of devices and experiences. So over the next few minutes, the team are going to share some of their highlights from the show in their respective areas of expertise. And also don't forget to look out for our full show reports in the coming days. So turning to you first, Eric, you and I certainly witnessed lots of exciting advancements in AI, but what were some of the top trends and products that caught your eye from the world of computing?
That's right. Listeners can find our initial thoughts on AI at CES in the TechInsights platform. Additional insights are going to be upcoming in our wrap-up report. There's just so much to talk about there that we'll dig into it there. I'll keep my thoughts to two here. One is I was really struck by how many vendors had glasses-free 3D displays launching this year, including Acer, Lenovo, and Samsung. So these are real products by big companies coming out. And I think the technology has come a really long way on price and performance, so keep an eye out for that. The second is Lenovo is releasing this really novel detachable that runs Windows and Android by housing full sets of components for each OS in the display and the keyboard. So you can basically detach them and have Android in one hand, Windows on the other. It's quite remarkable to see in person. And so I think beyond AI, there's some really great innovations happening in the computing industry.
Awesome, thanks, Eric. Now, Mike, you were running between the convention center and the Area C-Space meeting area with a whole bunch of TV device makers and streaming TV platform operators. So what stood out for you from the conversations you had at the show?
Yeah, I think to start with, CES 2024 was a continuation of an annual theme of bigger, brighter TV screens with more vibrant colors. But beyond the TVs themselves, TV licensing was big news with announcements from most of the major TV OS vendors, including Amazon Fire TV becoming the majority OS on Panasonic TVs, and both Samsung and LG announcing that their respective OSs would begin supporting multiple profiles. Secondly, while generative AI was everywhere at CES, it was also expanding to TV processors such as the Hisense new 110-inch TV, which incorporates a newly developed X chipset, which uses AI to recognize individual scenes and make on-the-fly adjustments to improve clarity, depth, and contrast.
Fantastic. And finally, Nitesh, you spent, I guess, much of your time in the Smart Home Hall at the Venetian Expo. So how did it compare with your pre-show expectations?
Well, first of all, wow. An impressive exhibition with a diverse range of smart home companies under a single roof, and all of them promoting their latest products and technology. Overall, I would say there were a few surprises. We saw a lot of support from Matter from brands, ODMs, chip companies, for example, Akara, Ecobee, Ecovacs, Govee, Leaderson and Nanoleaf and Savant, to mention just a few. We still really need to see more new Matter-enabled products commercially launched, but I feel confident that this will grow over time. AI was a big theme, but actually examples of generative AI less so. LG announced a generative AI-powered chatbot, as did Akara, but Swan's Home Shield was a standout use case. It's an AI-powered assistant that greets visitors when the homeowner is out, giving the impression that the home is occupied, and that's got to be good for security.
Fantastic. No, thanks so much to the team for all those top highlights. As I mentioned, TechInsights will be publishing a series of in-depth show reports in the coming days, covering not only the topics we've touched on here, but also automotive, wearables, and more. So do keep an eye out for those on the TechInsights platform. And for now, though, thanks for joining us, and see you again soon.